Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Yapping with SC and Friends. I know it's been a hot minute, and I promised y'all in the beginning of end of last year to beginning of this year that I'm trying to record the podcast once or twice a month. But y'all know what happened to me if y'all keep it up with me on social media. So, yeah, but I'm back and I brought my friends with me. I'm your girl, Sienna Chanel, and we are now, yes, episode 4. Thank goodness. And so, yeah, and so right here with me are my two of my hermanos and the member of the main event media. First up, he is one fourth, fifth, whichever number, part of outside of the brand. He is the Roman Reigns Glazer. I'm just kidding. He's a huge fan of Roman Reigns. Say hello to Saul Galero.
Yeah,
What's up, Saul? How's it
yeah.
going?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to talk some wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to talk to what the discussion is going to be. So we're hyped. We're ready to go.
That's what's up. And over here, right next to him, he is also another member of the main event media. You see him doing Twitch stream. He hardworking college guy, teacher, all around everyone's favorite Latino. Well,
Yes, sir.
co-favorite, all that. Say hello to Wavy Eddie.
Yes, sir. First of all, Saul, you need to put that finger down because CM Punk is going to win that main event. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but happy to be here. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's do that. All right.
Yeah.
So, as y'all know, that I brought my friends that are wrestling content creators, and then I do try to bring some that are in the wrestling business or do both and all that. So, this is what Yapping with SC is all about. And speaking of Mania, today's episode, of course, 2 month recap leading to WrestleMania, which we're going to talk briefly of just the build up starting from what happened after the Royal Rumble, Chambers, and then to the build up for WrestleMania, how we feel about it, what we're looking forward to. Also, brief information about NXT, like how they're doing with the partnership with TNA Wrestling, build up for Stand and Deliver, and also, yeah, think about WrestleMania because all three of us went to WrestleMania. We'll be giving y'all tips, tricks, advice, story time, all that good stuff on this episode as well. And yeah, and before we get into all this, we got today's sponsor as always. And since we're in Mania week, here it is. Here's today's sponsor.
Today's sponsorship of this video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So I know there's going to be a lot of sporty events, concerts, festivals, events, and everything that's going on. And I know that due to the state of this economy, ticket pricing are going into high. But with SeatGeek.com, it's a ticket website where the prices are very reasonable, and especially they have the color coding system to make sure of the pricing of the ticket is good, and also with the seat view as well. Now then, I got a code for y'all. So for first time user of SeatGeek, I'll give you my promo code if you use Sienna Chanel, and you'll save $20 off of your first SeatGeek purchase. So all I can say is use SeatGeek.com if you can able to get the ticket, use that code, and then you'll be good to go. Available on the website and on the app. So thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring this video.
All right,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, and lovelies, non-binaries, all that. Like I said, SeatGeek code, use Sienna Chanel to get $20 off of her first purchase. So make sure you get those tickets only for first time user as well. So that way that y'all can enjoy your mini experience or any other events that's taking place, and not just wrestling, but sporting events and concerts and all that. All right, y'all. With that being said, now it has been 2 months since I did do the show, of course. And a little bit of recap why of my absence. Y'all know that I've done independent wrestling show bookings, and of course, my car got bit, which is a Bay Area term for my car got broken into, and some of my stuff got stolen. Which, thank goodness, it was just 95% of the items that is replaceable. The rest is gone, but you know, it is what it is. So, but I'm still heartbroken about the Secret Santa gift that Nate Coleman gave me, which is the bracelet.
Shots my
So
man. Shots my man.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So which is long gone, but it is what it is. But anyway, with that and that mental health stuff going on because of that happened. Also traveling a lot. Also went to AEW Revolution, which the show was good, but the ending was ass, of course. Thank you for that drunk guy that started the fight that causes everyone to watch that part during the main event, but whatever. And then bookings and training too, which update third month training as a wrestling manager. It's a
Yeah.
work in progress, y'all. All right,
Yeah.
like I have bruises and all that. I'm okay, yeah. I took my ibuprofen still, but at least now I just hope, like with my flexibility getting back, I'm losing 13 pounds since yesterday, and total 13
Let's
pounds,
go.
all
I'm
that
putting the one
stuff.
up for her. I'm putting the one up for her.
So really, how many times are we gonna be like putting the ones? Like,
Come on, I
okay,
gotta
so
acknowledge that. I gotta acknowledge
uh-huh,
that. Listen, I
Yeah.
gotta
okay,
do it.
but yeah, so that's what it's been going on with me. So I'm glad to be back recording Yapping with SC, of course, and I'm here with my two of me hermanos, of course, which we're definitely gonna be running down to like everything going on. And yes, it's just gonna be specifically with WWE, but also it's gonna be a little bit of like random talk, especially story time related to like Mania, independent wrestling shows, and whatnot. So with that being
Mhm.
said, the 2 month recap since why the I just put last year. Okay, 2 month recap since the last show or whatever. So Royal Rumble took place, of course. Charlotte Flair won the Rumble. Jey Uso won the Rumble by beating John Cena. They were the final two. Charlotte and Nia Jax was the final two, which is like okay, whatever. But yeah, that was a holy crap moment for the Rumble. So therefore, Jay chose Gunther to face him for the World Heavyweight Champion at Mania. Charlotte Flair chooses Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Champion, of course. And then Chamber happened. Bianca Belair won the Chambers, and we saw the return of Jade Cargill,
Yes.
who actually attacked Naomi. We saw later on Naomi did admit it, turn heel, and then the feud is uploaded. And also with the state of the women's tag titles right now is the Ladies of Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And also for the men's chamber, John Cena won the chamber. And a kind of event, he turned full blown heel. That's right after Cody told The Rock to go fuck himself. And then when Cody and John did embrace, of course, The Rock, that's right. And then Cena went heel turn that everybody and their mama has been talking about. And of course, John Cena explained to himself, playing this victim mentality, telling people that he broke up with him. He told them that, like, this poor kid went viral. Yes, he was gaslighting all of us, of course. And then Cody did confronted it
Even
and everything like that. So there, that was sort of like the recap has been going on with what's going on with the Rumble. I enjoy the Rumble. I enjoy Chambers as well, and everything that's been uploaded going on leading up to WrestleMania. So, with that being said, let's start with you, Eddie. What are your thoughts about like this whole 2 months that's been happening, like with Rumble and Chambers that's starting with the build up that's leading towards where we're at for Mania?
I think. Oh my gosh, we've had we've had a roller coaster 2 months. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would even say before the Rumble, there was some speculation on, bro, where's the road to WrestleMania? Like, what's gonna happen at WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have no idea what's going on. And then once the Rumble started, like, we already turned the shift. It was crazy. And then
Mm-hmm.
it started it started to wind down a little bit until they
Yep.
went to the elimination chamber, and then we got that Cena heel turn. Now that
Yep.
is where I was like, okay, we're on the road to WrestleMania right now. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be insane. And obviously, a lot of the buildup has been very good for a lot of the matches. I would say the Tiffany Stratton one with Charlotte has been a bit iffy,
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah, crazy. But
Yeah, like
I'd say the most of the matches have been pretty good build ups for the match, so it's been amazing for me so far.
Definitely. Yeah, like I could have agreed more with the Charlotte Flair Tiffany Stratton feud. Like I thought it's gonna be kind of like they're gonna do kind of like a promo battle sometime because like I choose the Charlotte to win the Rumble because it will be like helping Tiffany to get over, like a veteran getting over the young talent, since Tiffany is a champion. But then again, now that seeing like their exchanges, I hate to say it, y'all, this has by far the most cringiest feud I've ever seen in quite some time now. And honestly, that
Oh,
is
for
like
sure.
the least favorite
Oh yeah.
match that I'm not looking forward to at Mania at all, though. I mean, like, I just hope, like, whatever is going to be happening with the go home episode of SmackDown this Friday, I don't know what to
Yeah.
expect, though. And by the way, we're recording this on a Wednesday, so it would be up by Thursday, whichever, like, the day before. If it's uploading on Friday, maybe today, whatever. But yeah, so, what do you think of this whole thing with those 2 months that have been happening where we're at now, leading up to
I
Mania?
mean, dang, I like 2025. Like it's been going crazy. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
where the time comes where it's really all on fire right now. We get new fans invested in. We get new feuds. We get new faces. We get better runs. And I do agree upon what Eddie said about the Tiffany and Charlotte Flair feud being a little lackluster. And I will say it is pretty underwhelming, and I just want it to be over with as well. And another thing, John Cena's a heel for crying out loud in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Like, gosh, I never thought I'd see that in 2025, bro. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but until he hugged Cody and looked at The Rock, I literally just for those that don't know, I'm not a big Cody fan. So it was like, do it, hit him with it. So I was supporting him.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the audience don't know. but anywho, anytime, same thing with The Rock. Every time I see The Rock, I do geek out a little bit because he is an icon in this business, of course. But not only that, but is in WWE along with his brother Ray Fenix, and that's what also looked in my eyes as well, because we're seeing other two Latino performers, and it's crazy. And I think that that's another one, and also another feud that's been really good that people are sleeping on is Drew and Damian. I think that one is doing pretty good as well, especially after what I watched on Friday. And like I said, but besides this, I'm ready for the road to WrestleMania. The build up has been amazing for so what. So I'm enjoying the ride. I'm still gonna enjoy the ride this weekend.
So what is your deal with baby faces?
Exactly.
What's my deal?
What is your deal with baby faces?
Yeah.
They're corny. Some of them they got their moments that I'm just like, oh, bro, come on. No, stop with the lies. Enough with the lies. I was like, enough with the lies.
Real quick about it. So when you're speaking of babyface, what about Ray Phoenix? As y'all know, like beginning of this month, Ray Phoenix has finally made his WWE debut. Of course, it's no secret because like his vignette has been playing, so is Penta's vignette too. And y'all know Ray Phoenix's SmackDown debut, he faced up against one half of the NXT Tag Team Champion, Nathan Frazier of Faxia. And his debut was pretty solid though.
Oh boy.
But I know it's like too early for him to put him in a match for Mania though, even though his brother Penta is going to be in a 4-way match for the Intercontinental title against the current champ Braun Breaker, and of course alongside Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor, which that's another match I'm actually looking forward to the most as well, especially seeing the go home episode of Monday Night Raw before Mania. Oh my god, that was wild. Seeing Braun, Dom, and Carlito, love it.
That spear was crazy. Spear was ridiculous.
Yeah. So, like when you mentioned babyface, what about Ray Phoenix? He's a babyface.
I love Ray Phoenix. What are you talking about? Like I said, I love both of them guys. What do you mean? He ain't corny. He's like his brother. He's just in his lane,
If it ain't Cody, he's gonna love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like certain baby faces. So like, I like certain baby faces.
Yeah.
I like Seth. I like freaking LA Knight. I said I rock with Jay because he's crashing out finally. That's what I've been waiting for. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with Jay. I just wanted him to crash out. That was it.
I'd say
Exactly.
I'd say Seth is a tweener. He's not a baby face. He's a tweener.
Yeah, I definitely
Look at
agree
that.
with
Look at
that
that build. Look
too.
at bro. Look at Monday, bro. Like that.
Bro,
That ain't no baby face
I like,
Hulk, bro.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
That's
bro,
right.
There's certain
he's
baby
going
face. Like I
into
said, there are certain baby face, but besides that, like sometimes like I just cringe, and then like with Charlotte Flair, same thing. I don't care for. I just don't. It's just not for me. That's another person I do not care for as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing of it is like with this year WrestleMania, it's like I am 50-50 on it too because there are some matches I'm really looking forward to the most. Like the triple threat match in for night one, Cena versus Cody, Jade Cargill versus Naomi, which to be honest, this was a better build up for a women's match. Not gonna
Oh
lie,
yeah.
because the rest of
Oh
the
yeah.
match, like the rest of it is like okay, Rhea, Io, and Bianca, it's okay, 50-50.
It's all right.
Liv, the women's tag team championship match is actually kind of like thrown in, but I understand why they're doing it because, as you know, there's going to be a pre-show match for NXT Stand and Deliver, and whoever
Mm.
wins the women's tag team will get granted a number one contendership opportunity. And honestly, it's going to be an either or because if I'm going to say this again, if Bailey and Lyra beat Raquel and Liv and won the tag titles, we're possibly going to be seeing Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. If they win and beat Fatal Influence, the Metaphor Girls, and I think the other tag team, I forget because I barely even watch NXT as much.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
rant a
kept
little
up.
bit.
I
I gotta
kept up
rant a
last
little
night.
bit about Roxanne, bro.
Bro,
Listen,
Yeah,
no,
for
that's
that.
where I was
And
about
then,
to
of
get
course,
to.
Tiffany
listen.
and
That's
I
where I
need
was
to
about to
rant.
get to, bro.
I need to know why
yeah.
Hunter just decided to put Roxanne Perez, the woman that's been carrying that NXT
Mm-hmm.
women's division,
For real.
hell, I'll even say the entire women's division on her back in a damn kickoff show
If
match.
for real
I
though.
am
I guess
what
like because
it's
like the
crazy.
pre-show match is going to be for the number one contendership for the women's tag title. Her and
No.
Cora are teaming up. I
Yeah.
guess. Oh yeah, and I forgot one more person that is in there because I know Nate's going to be mad at me. So one more tag team person, Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan.
Mm.
Sorry, Nate. It was a long day at work, so please
I
act
love
like an
Gigi.
Hey,
excuse.
hey,
But here's
listen,
the
no.
thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Roxanne and Cora wins this match, you know, we may possibly see Bailey and Lara beating Raquel and Liv.
Mm.
However, remember when Roxanne was teaming up with Liv and Raquel before Chambers? You saw
Yep.
there was a little bit of attention.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nah, here's one. Here's another one.
Yeah.
Why the I just have to get this one out. Why the fuck did we just scrapped up Roxanne versus Bailey? Because I was so invested, but nah, we have to put her in a tag match and put her on a pre-show. Like what,
Yeah, bro. It's insane.
bro?
Because
And
she's
that could
not
have been
been
her.
called up yet.
Yeah, and but if she faced Bailey at WrestleMania, that would have been her breakout. That would have been her breakout on the main roster. And that could have got her a big push. She could have got the Tiffany Stratton push for crying out loud.
I mean, when I see that situation, I see like we could have had a triple threat intercontinental women's championship match between
Oh my god,
Roxanne,
right?
Bailey, and Lyra.
Oh,
That's what I think. That's what I would have booked, but it's
bro,
crazy.
that would have
Man.
been perfect. It would have been perfect for all three women, honestly.
Yeah.
Hey, and if Roxanne wins on her debut at WrestleMania, I wouldn't be mad at it. But then with the safe route and just continue it on Lyra, it's fine.
Yeah, bro.
It's such a shame because like Lyra is the women's intercontinental champion, and you got Chelsea Green, the women's United States champion, which is gonna be a better push as a for the women's mid card championship wise too. But it's like I really don't get like why they don't even pushing up for those women's mid card titles that we've been begging and begging for so long. It's like, bro, seriously, like Hunter, Paul back. Like, I
He need,
understand you're
yeah,
like,
he need a meeting
can
with
we?
HBK. He
Yeah.
need a meeting with
Like, can
HBK.
you add like the mid card titles like in a pre-show or something like that? So that way it'll be more recognizable.
Bro,
Lyra can
yeah,
do double duty because I know Lyra is on night 2 with Bailey. I mean, shit, do night 1.
I'm saying,
Sorry, I
Yeah,
was saluting to Chelsea. Sorry, I heard Chelsea's name. I just saluted.
especially
I had to salute to
especially
Chelsea.
with that 3-hour pre-show. I'm like, bro, you gotta have some matches there at least.
exactly.
Bro,
Like
what
in
the fuck?
between,
Bro,
like for the rest of the people that
you
are
could have
in the
just done.
roster too.
Yeah,
I mean,
so I was
Could
like,
have
bro,
freaking
you
done the
gotta have
America.
some
You could
matches
have
like
done
that,
that.
man.
I mean, freaking, you have the War Raiders, who are the current WWE World Tag Team Champions, facing the New Day, and we haven't seen the War Raiders like defending their titles at a freaking pay-per-view. You know, like Chamber, for instance,
Another thing.
or yeah,
Speaking
or
of New
like
Day.
they're
Speaking
yeah.
of New Day. Speaking of New Day, nothing has happened with that. With ever since they turned on Big E and turned heel, nothing has happened ever since that. Nothing's been delivered. I like that they're heels, but nothing has been it since they've been a heel. And I'm thinking like they were gonna do a long-term storytelling with Big E, but it looks like it's going nowhere at this moment.
I think
I don't know
they're
why.
thinking of I think they're waiting for their little like run or whatever, like to actually do something once they win those titles. Because I was like, okay, once
Exactly.
New Day turns heel, they should win the titles for sure. But I think we just
Mhm.
gotta wait and see, bro.
Yeah, like
And I'm
let's
waiting
just
for
let it
when we
go,
clear here.
especially for the tag division too. Like how they're gonna elevate
Mhm.
it for that. And plus, like we're not sure what the state of it for the WWE tag titles too over on SmackDown, since the current tag champs are the Street Profits.
We could
Why
have
the fuck is
replaced
it
So
the
not?
Street Profits with the. Oh my gosh, we could have
Why
replaced the
is it
New
exactly.
not?
Day with the Street Profits, man.
You
I'm
have the
telling you,
best
bro.
tag team. You have the best tag team on your brand. Here's one thing. You have the best tag team on your brand. How is it? How come you don't have a ladder match? Seriously, you have the best tag team. You have the best
Crazy.
of all tag teams to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like for like the women's mid card title, all that matters. Because right now the mid card titles that is respected for the men's, the United States champion, which honestly I can't wait for Jacob Fatu to be LA Knight. Yes, for the
Yes.
US
Yes.
title.
As much as I love
I need
both.
Yeah,
it to happen. I need it.
he
Yes.
has to. And then of course, Braun Breaker, Penta, Johnny Mister, and Finn Balor for the IC title. And we all saw there is a huge story going on with Judgment Day, and it looks like there is going to be a breakup of the Judgment Day, which it has to happen. I don't care if it's like, oh, kick Finn out. No, break all the members of the Judgment Day out, like
Yeah, bro.
completely. Yeah,
I
because
think.
we're kind of like tired of it.
I don't know if it's controversial. It's probably not, but I want Dom to win that shit. I want him to win it.
Hey.
Honestly, I agree.
Oh,
Badly.
toxic. We getting toxic.
Have
I
him,
love it.
bro. Have him pin Finn too. Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you start. That's how you start that little breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Have him pin Finn.
Mm.
I'm down with it, and then that's gonna lead into like, oh, we are
A match.
ready.
Yeah. I think that could be a long-term storytelling to a match at SummerSlam between Dom and Finn, honestly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. That's just
More
something that we
likely.
are. And then, yeah, and then pegging back to like the Sin City street fight between Drew and Damian Priest. I mean, I understand it, the story with it too, but you know, it's like something for them to do with the rivalry since Damon is now on SmackDown. So it's like a match I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I don't watch SmackDown because I'm at work at the time or I'm doing indie shows for that. And then what else is in the card? Oh yeah, the triple threat match. Honestly, to say this has been the most compelling story that
Yeah.
ever told, especially with this whole like deal that happened a couple months ago,
Mhm.
like for the build up for Survivor Series. And we all know the deal. So pretty much it is like the custody of Paul Heyman's match.
Oh dear
Like,
Lord
Yeah.
Jesus!
shit.
Hey, no, but
Yeah.
hey, no, they're cooking with that. They're actually cooking with this. This is
Yeah.
actually
Have him.
for night one that I am also invested in. They're
Have
cooking
him
with
hate.
this. To be honest, they made it unpredictable of who's winning. Honestly, they made it very unpredictable. I don't know who the fuck is winning on that night. I really
It's
don't.
gonna be CM Punk.
That or Seth. For sure.
I think we're gonna see the biggest plot at WrestleMania. Honestly, we're gonna see the biggest plot twist.
I mean,
Now,
the way
if we did it for custody of Paul Heyman, that would have been funny.
That should be
Have
funny.
him
That
stuck
should be
inside a
funny.
cage, hang him up over the ring. Shit.
The shark cage.
Yeah.
The shark cage.
Yeah,
and have,
that
and
would be
having
so
the people
crazy.
that chat you fucked up to probably you have no idea how loud when everyone in Sacramento at the Golden One Center saying you fucked up. Like I have it on
Yeah.
a video. Oh my
It
god.
was crazy.
It was like music to my freaking ears.
But it broke my heart because 4 years, damn it, 4 years. We've been on a dominant run with Roman and Paul. Come on, we got to end it like that, man.
You gotta cope, sir. Cope with it.
I'm trying to. It's hard.
And you know what else is to cope? Jay versus Luther. I know people were not happy that Jay didn't get the main event spot and all that. I was like, bro,
They're starting the
long-term
show.
story making.
Mm.
You guys gotta let it marinate, and then it's already been cooking enough. And it looks like from it how it's gonna turn either way. Like whether Jay's gonna be the new champion or Gunther's gonna retain the title, regardless.
No,
Speaking of which, like Io, Rhea, and Bianca's storyline, of course, which it's like, okay, 50-50 on it. I mean, I have a feeling Bianca's gonna turn heel regardless. Because looking with this whole like Jade and Naomi situation that happened, and the reason why Naomi did what she had to do, though, there's gonna be a plot twist regardless.
Yeah.
For that, it's like, as much as I want Io to retain, I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll see Bianca.
I need her to retain because I want her to make sure she's not the afterthought of this feud. I don't want her to leave her behind at all.
For sure.
Yeah, she has to win this. I need her to win this.
Unless
Otherwise,
it's like Naomi causing Bianca to match.
Yeah, that too.
Or
Makes
Jade. Like it could be either or.
It's crazy.
Very.
But I feel like if Bianca does turn, I feel like she's gonna get that pop that she's gonna finally get again. I feel like it's gonna be a Becky moment again, where she's finally gonna get a pop and finally gonna get over, and finally they're gonna say, "What can we do with this heel run?" Considering she just turned heel, but the fans are already cheering her, and I'm like, well, you gotta do what they did with Becky. You just gotta let it play out, and if she's getting cheered, stick to her as a babyface.
Yep. We're in that generation where people like all love the heels.
Yep. People love the heels, but they can also love they can love the heels, but they can cheer them as a babyface. They can say those heinous words, and they can cheer them as a babyface still.
And then despise the babyface.
Enough with that.
Despise the babyfaces, especially the top babyface.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then of course, like I'm not getting of it all, Cena and Cody's match. That is going to be pretty cinematic.
17.
Especially for his last Mania as a heel.
Bro.
It's going to be amazing. And the fact is, honestly, chances are we're going to be seeing Cena win the title and break that record.
Yes.
Bro, I'm going to be at the stadium. I feel like if Cena does win that match, it's going to be electric. Like the stadium might shake or something. I don't know, dude. But I do not know.
Hey, I need you to literally lit. I need y'all to be lit. I need that stadium to be on fire that Vegas can hear it. Like, what the fuck is going on over there? Like, I am ready for 17. I know that there's going to be something.
Yeah.
But if Cody wins, I don't know, bro. We might see some let down fans in the stadium. We might go quiet. I don't know.
Yeah,
honestly, no. We're gonna see. No, we're gonna see those people that we're gonna see that are gonna finally cheer him again. Are finally gonna cheer him. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be like WrestleMania 18, like with The Rock and Hogan, where they finally cheering Cena.
Yeah. I don't know. But it all
Mhm.
depends.
It'll be some fun graps.
Oh yeah,
Exactly. And
yeah.
speaking of which, let's do a quick NXT talk real quick because Stand and delivers this Saturday, of course, right before Night
Mm-hmm.
One of Mania. Of course, a lot of good matches are going to be taking place, and of course, Stephanie Vecchio will be defending the NXT Women's Champion. Of course, she had to vacate it, which is the dumbest thing ever they done, but I know they don't want to pull the
Mm-hmm.
double duty. So for that, Stephanie's going to face up against Jada Parker, Jordan Grace, and Julia. And of course, Ola Family's going to be like defending his NXT champion against Trick William and Javon Evans. And then you have
Mm-hmm.
the North American title tournament, for the women's, of course, like Lola Vice, who else? Soruka,
Come
Zaria, who else? Kelani Jordan, and the returning Thea Hale,
Mm-hmm.
which it looks like we might. Honestly, I'm going to say this: Thea's going to win this match and
Yeah.
be the champion. So she just returned, so have her something to do. And then
Mm-hmm.
you have it's the D'Angelo family. Oh, like Izzy Daniels in that match too. Yeah.
Eh.
And then you
Mhm.
have the D'Angelo family facing up against the bootleg version of the Shield called Dark Shade,
Mm-hmm.
which
Whole
honestly
new
to
shield.
say, all right, quick to say about the bootleg Shield, Dark Shade. Honestly, we're going to be seeing a debut of their leader, who's behind the
Oh yeah.
mastermind.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel.
Most definitely.
Yeah, because there are rumors that we're probably going to be seeing the debut of Hikuleo, of course, who
Yes.
is already signed in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Hikuleo, possibly Josh Alexander. I don't know, but
Mm.
anything, or like a WWE superstar that's making their return from AEW. Who
Oh
knows?
yeah.
Mm.
Who knows? I'm ready. Like I
Like,
said, I'm ready.
like whatever
I love it.
Hickenbottom is cooking, it's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah. hmm
Honestly, Sean's
And
been
then you
cooking a
have,
lot.
and then
I
Ricky
might
Sage is
say.
gonna be. Hmm?
I might say, like before we had like the match card or before Cena turned heel, I would say I was most excited for NXT Stand and Deliver than WrestleMania. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I was like, damn,
Facts.
like
Yeah,
Mm.
the card is
they're always putting on a
solid.
show, so I'm like
Yeah.
so excited to see that live.
There's some
But
times where
For real.
Sean puts on the better. There's some times where
hmm
Sean puts on the better PLE than Triple H does. Honestly.
mm,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course, yes. And then Ricky Stengs is gonna be defending his NXT North American champion against All Ego Ethan Page. And then
Mhm.
Faction um defending their NXT Tag Team Champion against Hank and Tank, which honestly I'm happy Hank and Tank's gonna get the proper push. Hopefully they'll become the NXT Tag Team Champion because they're the most beloved tag
I
team
love them.
champions.
They're freaking amazing.
Dude, I fucking love them. They kind of remind me of the Headbangers. Like, not
Mm.
gonna lie, with their dynamic, like freaking push Hank and Tank. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yes,
let's be for real. Yeah.
yes.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Yeah. And then you have it's a pre-show, of course, the tag team, the women's tag team qualifying match for the number one contendership for the NXT for the women's tag team champion, which we already touched base about it as well. Again, the ladies of Meta 4 versus Fatal Influence, which is Tyler Haley and JC Jane, and then Roxanne and Cora, and then Tatum Paxley and G Dolan too.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this is surprisingly with that occurring because NXT and TNA Wrestling are in a partnership. We haven't seen any TNA Wrestling star in that call, nor TNA Wrestling is going to be there doing their show during Mania weekend on Friday, Unbreakable.
Oh
Oh, they're
wow.
not. That's crazy. I actually thought
Yeah.
there was
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like some TNA superstars probably in Send and Deliver or maybe
hmm
vice versa
Yes.
at Unbreakable, but it's crazy.
I want to
Yeah.
see the Hardy.
Maybe
I was hoping the Hardys would pop up to stand delivered or
or Joe
something.
Hendry, just like in the Rumble.
Yeah. I was
Which
hoping the
Yeah.
was
Hardys.
so yeah.
I wanted the Hardys
Which
to
was
pull up.
so
Oh
insane
shit.
that Joe Hendry made a Royal Rumble entrances. And so a classmate of mine at a wrestling school that I'm training at, he went to the Royal Rumble in person. And I asked him about how's Joe Hendry's entrance. He told me like it was so loud, everybody was singing along his entrances the whole
Mhm.
time. I'm
I would
like,
believe it.
damn.
I would believe
Yeah.
it.
I believe in Joe
Mhm.
Hendry. I believe
Like
We
him.
all
I've
believe
seen
in
him.
Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
I've seen him live. I saw him like this recently, like at Sacrifice,
Hmm.
and man, the crowd was everybody was singing. So it's like I would believe you.
TNA
So
And
crowd's a
plus,
different
especially
breed.
like
and plus,
in
TNA.
Joe
indies.
Hendry's my mutual on Instagram. So
Mm.
Mm,
yeah.
that's
Hey,
dope.
hey, TNA, their crowd is a different breed, bro. They're
Hmm.
totally different. They're like the outsiders, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly. For real. So yeah, anything can happen with NXT leading up to Saturday Stand and Deliver. I'm sure, like whatever Hickenbottom has in it, it'll be something
Mm.
good though.
I need Oba to retain. I need Oba to retain. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Yeah.
need Oba to
yes,
retain. I
but
seriously.
I feel like either Javon. I feel like Javon might be the leader of the Dark State for some reason.
Hey, hey,
I have
Yeah.
that
like
shit
a
was
weird like
cold.
ick,
Hey.
or like I don't know. I feel like it's him,
Mm.
or
Hmm.
I
Or
thought it was
Trick.
Trick at first, but it kind of like pulled me away to
Mm-hmm.
kind of believing that Javon might be the leader.
Hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
we're gonna
That
see.
would
We're
be
gonna see.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting because when he debuted last year, Stand and
Mhm.
Deliver, he was a babyface, and I can't believe freaking Zay and Jay met Javon Evans at Wally Mania. But anyway,
That's crazy.
yeah, because I was with them at Wally Mania, but they left early, so that way they wouldn't like beat traffic or anything. But they missed the good part, which is Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes in a
Mhm.
promo battle, and they were about to duke it out.
That's crazy.
But yeah. But yeah, with that being said, we're already talking about what's going to happen with Mania and Stand and Deliver. Let's go ahead and discuss, of course, our Mania experience. So, as y'all
Oh
know,
boy.
yours truly went to WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 40 last year. Eddie,
Mm.
which Mania you went before? Because I know you're going to be going to
Mhm.
Mania 41 this
Yep.
weekend. Which other WrestleMania have you gone to?
I went to 38 in Dallas.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, your first
Yeah.
Mania was
We went to
last year.
40. We went to
40.
40.
Mm-hmm.
I am still like disappointed in you, Saul.
I am heartbroken, sir. Hey, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Okay, the reason why, and this is going to be like, we're going to dive down about Mania 40. Let's just talk about like tips, tricks, and, advice to y'all. So,
Biggest tip: do
last,
not do what Saul did.
yes, okay.
Stop it.
So, as y'all know
Enough.
my dilemma, okay, as y'all know my dilemma. So, Mania 39, I did stay at a nice hotel with my friends and I, which thank goodness because like my parents are in a timeshare, which they still are, and they have like our family names, you know, in that timeshare, and they pay it every year for like over a decade. And so I looked up this, which hotel that is part of like the timeshare club, and one of the hotels is where WrestleMania 39 will be taking place is in Anaheim. So I used the points that I have saved up for years because I never use it. And so all I gotta do, and everything's complimentary. The only thing I gotta pay is just the food and the deposit fee, and that's it. At least I get my deposit back, which is good, and
Mhm.
valet parking. So yeah, but last year I did book an Airbnb, and then I would say a day or two before I was gonna be leaving to Philly, it said my Airbnb got canceled, and I'm like really like freaking out and all that until thank God for TJ and you at Eddie and Saul for like helping me which hotel because TJ was staying at a hotel, and of course that hotel was all right. But I stayed at which
90s
hotel in the
vibes.
past? At
90s
least
vibes.
at least there's a bed and hot water on electricity. I'm good. Bed, hot water, electricity, those three things, I'm solid. And that's
I
it.
feel you.
So yeah, so the only thing I would say this, y'all just make sure to actually look at the reviews and make sure to book your stay in advance as well. But if you decide to go to an Airbnb, which I highly suggest to avoid it, but if you do, I mean, it's your medicine. But make sure there is a valid review going on because there are tons of scammers out there that are taking people's money and all that. Luckily, I got my money back just in time when I arrived in Philly for the refund and everything, so I'm just happy about that. But please make sure, as a tip, always make sure to able to stay at a comedy spot, especially if it's like only 30 minutes away. Don't get a hotel or a motel or anywhere that is like over an hour away from where you're staying because you need to get some money for like transportation, Uber, and all that because like transportation wise, Uber fees are expensive as hell. So I just wanted to let
Seriously.
y'all know for that.
Yeah.
Now then, Saul, when we're speaking about backup plan, you
Nope,
didn't have a
nope,
backup
nope,
plan.
nope,
Put it
nope,
away.
nope, nope. We're denying it. We're not doing it. I'm not saying it. I'm not talking about my story. Nope, we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. But I will tell you what happened at the arena.
Eddie saw
But I will tell you.
Eddie has a group chat. Eddie saw the whole thing that went down in the group chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story short, so going to
Stop it.
Airbnb.
Stop.
I
Stop.
I told you, I told you
Stop
your
it.
mama was gonna kill you,
Talk
sir.
about it. I'm leaving it alone. I left it alone. Stop it.
Long story
Told you your
short,
mama was gonna leave.
so went to the Airbnb. It was sketch, and then all of a sudden he canceled it without having a backup plan.
That's crazy.
Very to the point where like we were all scrambling to look for a place to stay. Mind you, I lost my mind out because I was trying to nap so I can get ready for Wrestlemania. Yeah, my nap was not good, and I was still jet lagging. And my itinerary was like a little bit messed up now that I made me feel like I was kind of running a bit late,
Mm.
almost 30 minutes late to Wrestlemania. So in hindsight, yeah.
Don't be like Saul.
Seriously, listen, I don't make the same mistake twice. So if you ever see me again, and it ain't gonna happen again, I hope you know that. Like I said, I don't make the same mistake twice. That's a life fact about me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know about that. You
Now,
don't know me like that. Yeah.
Saul, listen. So you're experiencing with that, like I know we got you. TJ did help you,
Yeah.
you know, with the
Yeah.
place to stay.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I already know where to go to. Honestly, I've looked at where to go to. Honestly, if I feel like traveling, I know where to be close to the city, not outside of the city, like close to the airport. Like I said, I learned from mistakes. So like I said, I don't make the same mistake twice when it comes to traveling because otherwise, I don't want to do it again. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I want to travel. I still want to see. I want to see my friends. I want to come and watch wrestling events at different places still. But like I said, I don't like talking about it because, like, it gives me a little bad sour taste in my mouth a little bit sometimes.
I'd say my advice. I have like two ways of travel for me. I'd say either book a hotel very close to the freaking stadium or book a hotel downtown because that's where all the general population is around that time. That's what I would say. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and especially places that you wanted to explore as well. Like for me, it's like I did book a hotel at SummerSlam that is like 35 to 45 minutes away, which is not bad because there is an eatery going on. There's like a couple places I wanted to try. Thank goodness there was a chic gas station. Thank goodness I was so happy. But wow, it's better, by the way.
No, that was a what's
That.
it called? Well, that was what's it called? What was that
It's
called? What was that
Wawa.
gas station? Wawa, yeah. That's where we went to. Yeah, we love that place.
Exactly.
Shout out to Wawa.
But yeah.
Shout out to Wawa.
So those are the tips that y'all need to recognize. I know everybody's gonna be okay because they have their their hotels and whatnot booked at the strip, and that's where gonna be a lot of shows that are taking place. Which honestly, that's gonna be the next point. Is like make sure to plan your itinerary in advance, especially if you have time for like resting, eating, and drinking. Because trust me, because when I went to the GCW collected, I've seen some of the independent some of the not the independent wrestling star, but wrestling fans out there that went to the collective from the start of the morning all the way until the the end of it around midnight or 3 p.m. I've seen some people
Mm.
were getting tired. Also, one of them was about to fall asleep during intermission, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So
Hey,
again,
one
guys,
other
please
thing.
make sure to hydrate and all that, and make
Mm-hmm.
sure to like able to according to what you're gonna do, especially when it comes to staying hydrated, eating, because Vegas is gonna be hella hot. Make sure you get plenty of rest at all time. I know sleep is gonna be impossible. Make sure if it's like 2 to 3 hours of nap. Okay. All right.
Mm.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
No, so I was saying, whatever you guys do, I said this. I will tell you this. Bring a jacket with you if it gets cold, because I'm gonna tell you what. I was at the Lincoln Financial Field. Man, that shit was cold as fuck. No, bro, everyone was frozen in their seats, bro. No one. But we all thought we were gonna freeze to death, and I was like, "Can we hurry it up?" Like, so that's why we barely cheered, because it was just so cold. So if you're ever if WrestleMania is ever in the freaking East Coast or the Midwest, and they do host it there, bring a jacket. Bring like very
Yeah.
warming clothes with
I'll
you guys. It's like seriously.
I'll even tell you guys right now, if y'all are going to Vegas, bro, it's gonna
Mm,
be 69 degrees on Friday, 72 on Saturday. So it's gonna be a little
Lucky.
chilly outside, man. So
just bring a
Yeah.
sweater.
Bring a light
bring
jacket.
a
And
little
I know
sweater.
next year's gonna be in Minnesota as well.
Yeah.
No,
So
New
bring.
Orleans.
Oh shit!
New
Sorry,
Orleans,
fudge.
yeah.
My bad. New Orleans,
Yeah.
Louisiana, and you know how the South is.
It's gonna
Sorry.
be hot as hell up there too, bro.
I know. Since Eddie, you live in the South, though. I mean, you live in Texas, and you're
Oh
experiencing
yeah,
like
I live in El Paso. I'm used
yeah.
to this weather. It's like 90
Mhm.
something degrees right now.
For real. Yeah.
Lucky.
So
That's where I want to be.
I
That's
mean,
where I want
it's
to be.
already 80 degrees where I'm at right now, though. But I'm gonna be heading
Hmm.
to the Bay Area in a nice cool breeze. That
Yeah.
train is gonna be hot as hell. But anyway, yeah. Always make sure to wear the appropriate attire too, especially wear
Hmm.
comfy shoes as well. Because like the thing is you're gonna be on your feet all
Bro.
day, whatever you're gonna go to, like
Hmm.
wrestling shows, meet and greets, conventions too.
Yeah.
Always make sure. And another thing too, I wanna say this, spend your money wisely, be careful of your finance. Make sure to track it down at all time, okay? Because you need to save some for your food, transportation,
Hmm.
souvenirs
Bro,
at all time, all right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you this. I say your bank really is gonna hate you on that day you travel, because
Mm-hmm.
bro, every purchase you're gonna have, they're gonna call you, say, hey, there's something going on in
Hmm.
this day. Like, no, that's me. I'm on
Mm-hmm.
vacation. Like, like I was like, man,
Yep.
yeah, that's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I said, Eddie, your bank is going to hate you on that day that you're leaving.
I mean, not really, because I didn't really. I mean, I'm not really planning on buying a lot of merch because I'm like, bro, I don't really give a fuck about
You're not going to the
WWE shop.
superstore and buy like tons of shirts and stuff, or did you
Hell
already do
no.
The
Hell no.
superstore was mid
Dude,
last year. I'm
dude,
sorry.
dude, I be buying the
Hey, it
shirts from
was.
TikTok Shop, bro. I be buying the shirts on TikTok Shop, bro, and they're better. They're better shirts. Shit.
Mm.
Exactly. Not what
Oh
like generic and all that.
yeah.
Okay, speaking of which, Eddie, you went to Mania 38. Have you gone to the superstore?
Yes.
How
It's
was it?
it's going to be different because obviously right now we have WWE World, but
Yep.
obviously with the Superstore, make sure you get there early as hell because there's
Mm-hmm.
going to be so many freaking people. Um, shit's gonna sell
Mm.
out quick. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want something
Mm.
from the Superstore, you better get your ass out there and
Mm-hmm.
go get it because that shit's not gonna last long.
Oh,
I remember I remember Cody returned Saturday, and then the next night we literally quickly went to the superstore, and we were able to get a Cody shirt.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, like I would say that. And then another advice I would say try to look for a cheaper transportation. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
nah,
Like
seriously.
obviously you have your Ubers and your taxis, but if you're going to Vegas, I researched it myself.
That's right.
To go to the stadium, there's if you're staying at like on the strip, there's a way you can get to the stadium for free or for like
Mm-hmm.
$6,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
But Yeah, I'd say just look for cheaper ways of transportation. Obviously.
Exactly. Unless like if you're driving a car, because like with my experience, because
Hmm.
I drove my car with two of my friends at from Northern California to LA for Mania, and I'm glad they did help me out with gas, also with parking valet for like the stadium and for my hotel as well as
Hmm.
so yeah, stadium and hotel as well, which I very appreciate with
Mm.
them. And of course, last year at Mania, which shout out to TJ Gatsby, he did rent a car, but I also chipped in on like gas and also
Yeah,
the
I
rental
did
car
too.
as well too.
I did too.
I
I
thought
gave
you.
him
I thought okay. Story time again. When we were waiting in line for Monday Night Raw, though, I did tell TJ I calculated how much I owe him and all that. So I came up back to him. He was like, "Not me, because I'm broke."
I didn't say that, did I? I don't
Yeah,
recall
you
that.
did say that.
Oh, I was probably out of cash that night. I was probably out
God
of
damn
cash
it, Flo.
because I gave him $10
Yeah,
for gas. Because I
and
gave him
plus,
$10
like
for
we. And plus, we all agree that we'll be like taking turns driving just in case of an emergency. But shout out to TJ. He's been
Mm.
driving the whole Mania, even though the fucking Philly drivers
Nah,
are
for
like a
real.
headache. It was
I don't know why the
TJ,
fuck he did
his
that shit.
friend, me, and Soul. Wait, Soul, do
Yeah.
you have your driver's license or no?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay,
I drove.
yeah.
He said,
Yeah, so,
man,
Yes, I
yeah.
it's
do.
crazy.
I was like, don't. I was like, don't. I was about to say, don't disrespect me like that. Yes, I do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this, ever since that, it made me feel more appreciative of the Bay Area drivers and the LA SoCal drivers because now I
Mm.
feel like driving there very comfortably, and it reminds myself, despite the crazy drivers, not crazy than the Philly drivers.
Just wait till you get to Texas.
No, just wait till you get
Oh
to
yeah.
Jersey. Wait till y'all get to
Oh,
Oh
Jersey.
boy. Oh
Just wait till
boy.
y'all get to Jersey for SummerSlam.
But
I'll
yeah.
tell you that. Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
am
so
not
that's
driving.
another yeah, no.
none of us
No,
are.
that's
No.
another yeah, that's another tip too. Make sure to find a reliable transportation, especially with the fees too. If you're planning to drive,
Hmm.
if you're bringing people, make sure you all agree of like chipping in, whether it's like for
Hmm.
gas, for parking, also for like if you're renting a car, chip in for rental car too. That way,
Hmm.
like everyone will be like good to go. And pay you back to like the superstore. So I went to the 39 superstore. It was big and massive. And it was also an exhibit too. They have so many cool displays, like the Eddie
Hmm.
Guerrero card to Cody's robe, everything. I freaking love it. Now, last year, because the superstore is at
Hmm.
WrestleMania World, I'm sorry, that layout is not it for me. Yes, it was crowded. Some of the sizes of shirt I wanted were sold out. And honestly, this is like, it's not worth it though. So I would say you could get it like at like a TikTok shop. If you're getting Funko Pops,
Hmm.
I would get it at Target or at Walmart.
Yeah.
Mostly Target
Hey,
because they
I'm
have the
gonna say this
WWE
right
thing.
now. I'm gonna say this right now. For people going to Vegas, I saw that there's a Walmart that's selling WrestleMania shirts. So get your ass
Mm-hmm.
to the Walmart.
And we did
Get
that
your ass
too.
shirts.
We did that in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
We did that in Philly. Me and TJ went to Walmart. And we saw
Yeah,
some wrestling shirts, but they
they
were
be
they were
selling
like
some
ones
Oh,
that you would
wrestling
see
nice.
shit,
at the
bro.
arena.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
shit. I be doing that. I be doing that for
Hey,
Cowboy games.
another thing.
Yeah.
When you guys do meet and greets, please be the first one there or the second one. Please show up
Always.
way super early.
Oh,
Seriously,
Yeah. Yeah.
those
bro.
I'm
lines are
gonna point.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna point that
Oh,
out because when we went to WrestleMania World, all we did we spent almost 3 hours for the entrance. Skip the entrance part, okay? Even though it was a cool, fun experience, go straight
That
to
was
meet and greet
fun.
right
I'd do it
away.
again. I don't care how
It
long
was
it
fun,
I
took.
would not, bro.
but
They
how
had that
many
shit at
times?
38, bro. They had it at 38. I was like, hell no, that line was insane.
How many times do we have to hear Roman's theme or Cody's theme so that you were
Bro, I
all
had to jump.
continuous?
Sienna had to help me back. I
That
had to
all
jump
of
up
us
there.
were about to. Yeah, we're all about to crash out.
Yeah,
I feel
I was
like
ready
I
to
feel like
stomp
that
people.
day is the reason why Saul hates Cody so much as well.
Bro, no, it's the reason why I muted Kingdom, bro. It's the main reason why I muted Kingdom on Spotify, bro.
Oh, that's a fire ass gym song. I don't know what you're doing there, bro.
Exactly.
Mm. Stop it with that image. Stop.
Brother,
No.
brother,
Listen, my goal is hit
what's
the
your max
17.
bench?
You said
What's
what?
your max bench? Your max bench.
225. up to
If
that.
you listen to
least.
Cody, you're gonna go to 315.
Yeah.
If you listen to Kingdom, you're gonna go to 315.
I know what you're doing, but I'm not doing it. I know what you're doing, but I ain't doing it.
Currently, my max bench is 45, almost 50, because I still need to work on my muscles. So it's been years since I had had that athletic build, but it's slowly and surely getting there. Yeah.
Honestly, I would also say advice. Please look good, smell good, all that. Please,
Yes.
Yeah,
please,
seriously.
Shower.
please
Wear deodorant.
get a
Body mist.
haircut.
Yes.
Body spray.
Ladies,
All that.
makeup
Yes.
wise, light makeup, okay? Especially the eyes
Mhm.
would be the one that'll be like the best feature, okay? The eyes. Your face and all that, do it very lightly because it's going to be hot and you don't want to sweat your makeup. But like the eye makeup, your
Mhm.
brows, your lips, good. I mean, not just the
Mm,
ladies, but everyone. I have non-binary followers, and of course, I
Mhm.
have like my guys that wears makeup. Everybody, human beings too.
Yeah.
So just remember that also. Yes. And when it comes to look good,
Also,
fashionably good, but also be comfy at the same time. As well, it depends on the
mhm.
weather.
mm,
Mhm.
yeah.
Show
I would
your
also
fit.
say do
Wear some
not let
Jordans.
do
Mhm.
not let TSA taking your fucking bottle be an excuse for you to smell bad. There's a
Oh,
CVS probably right across the street from your hotel. Just go.
Yeah, CVS or
also,
Walmart.
also, also, people that go to Vegas, do not bring a card of Uno at the casino. You're gonna get jumped. I
Sasha,
literally said that in the chat.
I don't know why you said you were going to do that, bro. I don't.
Why so?
I was gonna do it
Also,
just to troll.
Another
okay,
word.
okay. I would also say do not drink early as fuck.
Oh
Do
yeah.
not,
Nah, seriously.
You don't want to get
especially if you're
plastered,
in Vegas.
yo.
Especially if you're in Vegas, like um,
Mm.
you could drink publicly just walking down the street in the
Mm.
strip. Just
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, two beers at that watch party.
you might see a woman out here try to, like, I don't know, or someone, I don't know. You might see a person just try to hit you up for no reason just because they're drunk. I don't know. Do
Yeah.
not
Or
do
you might
not
see
let
a,
that
or you
early
Also,
in
might
your
just.
I
Oh
just want
god.
to say this real quick. This is a Vegas talk. Please be careful with panhandlers at all time, especially the ones that are doing show performances, showgirls wise, all that. They're
yes,
panhandlers.
yes.
They're trying to
Just
steal
don't
your money. Okay.
just
How I
just
found
tell
out?
them that you're a local. Yeah, and
Yes,
they'll just
always.
leave you alone.
The reason why, because I follow this TikToker who does everything about Vegas. Her name is Vegas Starfish, which shout
Mm,
out to her. She actually does everything about Vegas. That's how I found out about some tips and tricks and all that. So yeah, follow
mm,
Vegas Starfish, follow other Vegas influencer that knows about tips and tricks, what to do in Vegas and all that too, especially for your
I'm gonna
safety.
I'm gonna just tell them,
Yes.
shut the fuck up. I'll whoop your ass. Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah, and last but not least, y'all, and this is very, very important. Okay, I know wrestlers and wrestling personalities like broadcaster, referees, managers, valets, all that, and they have like shows to go to from left and right. Please do not bother them. Please respect their
Yes.
privacy. If they're off the clock from like the show that they're booked at, appearance and all that, please respect their privacy at all times. I've
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
seen like hella people going up to the wrestlers whenever they're on their way to the hotel, on their way to the bar, to the restaurant, or even at an independent wrestling show to support their friends or family member, and they come up to them
Mhm.
asking for pictures, asking to
Yes.
sign something and all
Bro,
that.
I remember.
But
I remember.
seriously, please always say, please respect their privacy. Do not be that
Mm-hmm.
wrestler all else. Yes, there will be some wrestlers that will say yes to take a picture and all that. But
Mm,
honestly, if they look tired, if they're just busy,
mm.
doing their thing and all that, please respect their privacy at all
You
times.
know
And
how
I
badly
am
I
very
wanted that photo
definitely
with. You know how badly I wanted that photo with RVD at the casino, but I was keeping it cool. But I kept it cool because he was
I know,
having a good
yeah.
time.
He
Yeah,
was
that was.
there
You
when
told me he
someone
was
with the
by.
last party.
You told me he was by a table. I was like, what? And I looked back. I was like, oh, keep it cool. Keep it cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Bro.
I was like, I
If
wanted
Yeah.
it so bad. I was
yeah,
ready for the pose and everything.
he was losing some
Yes.
money, bro, I would have been like, shit, dude, not asking for a picture if he was losing some money.
He's so
Hmm.
chill though. I feel like he's so chill though. I feel
Not
like
if
he
you're
gets
losing
it.
money.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, again,
Hey,
just please.
the Uno thing. I was just joking. I was never gonna bring that. I was
Yeah,
never
we
going.
get it,
I was
so.
just kidding. I was just kidding. That's it. Do not do that. You will get jumped. That's what they told me.
I still
Stop
feel
it!
like you would, bro.
You got it knock that off. Bro.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of the wrestlers, including independent wrestling stars, like even though they're well known and all that, but some of the indie stars are booked in different like shows within miles or so from the streets or anywhere. But yeah, y'all, just please make sure to respect their privacy, to able to let them like take a breather or anything like that. They're human beings like you and me, and they're just trying to like, do what they like love to do is to entertain us, but also having fun. That's all it matters. Just please, as a wrestling fan, please don't be that fan, okay? Just respect their space, respect their privacy, respect their boundaries as a key, because at the end of the day, they're human being, and that is like one of my biggest pet peeves. Like seeing like okay, like seeing people like getting their picture taken by the wrestlers or wrestling talent at an airport when they're about to board a flight or anything like that. It's like I was shaking my head. It's like, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta be that fan? Like you should have respected their spaces of privacy. The only time you can meet the wrestler is if they're booked at a show, book at a meet and greet or appearances at a convention or other venues, or even like at an indie show, like at the indie show signing that they're booked at. If they're off the clock and they're not booked, that's it. And we lost Saul. It's all good.
Yeah. Now, I would also say go watch some indie wrestling as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna just put it out there. Luke Jacobs is gonna be wrestling out there on the 17th, and he's gonna be doing some crazy matches. So y'all go tune
Which
in and watch Luke
promotion?
Jacobs. It's let me see. Progress.
Oh, Progress is part of the GCW collective.
Yeah. So go watch some
Yeah.
indie wrestling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you're on a budget.
Yes. As someone who gone to independent wrestling show a bunch of times, and I know that WrestleMania tickets are like super expensive, that they won't be able to go because of the watch parties. There are a crap ton of independent wrestling out there. I've gone to like so many like shows like within the GCW collective. I had a really amazing time too. I went to Progress, I went to DDT Pro, of course GCW Self Show, of course Tokyo Joshi Pro. It was so much fun, and plus you'll be seeing some of the stars that's going to be the featured talent of tomorrow or already established talent. Which I do want to say this quick plug. My trainer Anton Voorhees is booked at GCW at the Big Gay Brunch and possibly for Joey Janela's Class to Fuck. All right. And also he's booked at Versus Pro as Versus Pro as well, facing off against Gypsy Mac on Friday. So yeah. Just want to say support the people that, you worked for in the past. I know I got a couple of my friends and my colleagues that I work on an indie show are like now doing the show in Vegas, of course, and my trainers and all that too. So if you couldn't able to go see a Mania in person when you're in Vegas, check out a lot of independent wrestling show like the Collective, West Coast Pro, DPW, and Prestige will be doing their show. Five Style Pros doing their show. World's Greatest Wrestling versus Pro, and so much more. And it's already happening right now, y'all.
And you'll also see a fuck ton of WWE ID wrestlers too. So
That's right.
if you want to see some future world champions before they make it big, right there.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Support.
Oh yes.
Like that Zeta Steel. Oh my God, Zeta Steel.
Oh,
Is amazing.
I'm gonna say this. Wrestling is for everyone.
Exactly. And also Jack Hartwheel, of course, John Legacy, Izzy Moreno, of course, Bailey Superfan, Young, and Zari Sackard, of course, and a whole lot more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy they did not have a Super Card of Honor, but I was gonna say do not go to Super Card of Honor.
Lord,
that shit's probably fucking ass, bro.
You did already, bro. Like I said, it's bad enough for seeing.
Last year was not bad, but now the way that Tony Khan is booking Ring of Honor, it's like, nah, it's not happening. Plus,
Yeah.
like most of the AEW shows in the East Coast now during Mania weekend, though,
Mm,
and it's not
Mm.
blocking the talents too from
that's funny.
having indie appearances during Mania weekend. So it's like, dang.
Hmm.
But yeah, so do you have anything you like to say?
Anything I like to say? Oh yeah. Uh, all I gotta say is go follow my socials. Go follow me
Actually,
on
not
Yeah.
Instagram.
yet, not yet. Like tips and stuff.
Tips
You
and
can double down. You can double down on telling them to smell good.
Exactly.
Double down.
Or your
Shit.
experience during Mania.
I will say is be careful on the road. I will say that. Be careful on the road. On the,
Don't
Exactly.
be like so.
I
Exactly.
said be careful on the road, damn it. That's like,
All right, and now we're gonna
Oh
end
my
the show
god.
with the closing yap. So pretty much closing yap is we can say whatever we want to say and all that. So honestly to say, because WrestleMania is taking place in Las Vegas on, the day before and the day of Easter, though, all I can say
Mm,
to everyone is that if you're going to Vegas, have a wonderful time. Hope this tips and tricks help you a lot. And most likely to make sure to like watch out for your spending habit, make sure you get enough rest, eat, drink good, wear proper attire, check out independent
Mhm.
wrestling show and all of that too. And regarding with WrestleMania 41, like honestly, solid build-up is a 50-50, but NXT Stand and Deliver, their build-up is always going to be top tier, though. So I'm excited for that. And also, like, for those of you that couldn't able to go to Mania and all that, it's all good, understandable. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be making content, having parties as well and whatnot. I'm actually looking forward to night two of Mania because at night one, I'm going to miss 2 hours because of work, but whatever. But night two will be a blast because I'll be with my girl, Michaela. Hey, girl, hey. But all in all, looking forward to it. So, do you have
mhm.
any closing yaps?
Closing gaps. Cena's winning 17. I hope everyone knows that. Number two, Tiffany, please retain. Jay, I hope you do win. Please, 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 please win the World Heavyweight Champion because if you don't win, you're honestly cooked. I'm just going to tell you that. You are cooked if you do not beat Gunther. And also, like I said, I'm still upset that Chelsea's not a part of WrestleMania's card. I'm a little upset about it, but we get to see her on SmackDown, which is I'm happy about. Another thing is also, other than that, I don't think I have anything else, honestly. And enough of that. And enough of that. We are going to see number 17, whether anyone likes it or not. And if I ever do come back here, I am going to freaking lash out and finally have my celebration crashed out, honestly. I'm going to have my celebration crashed out. That's no longer going to be a thing. We're going to crash out for sure for celebration.
Well, we're bringing you back probably a week after Mania, though, for the recap and
Yes.
whatnot.
Yes.
All right. And Eddie, any closing yap? I know you're the only one that's going to be going to WrestleMania 41 in
Hmm.
Vegas. Anything else you'd like to
Yeah.
say? Looking forward to and all that?
I mean, I would say if you guys are gonna go to Vegas, and y'all see me, don't bother. I would be very happy to link up with
Recognize.
y'all. I'm gonna be flying in on Friday, so I'm gonna be there Friday till Tuesday. And yeah, if you guys see me, just pop out, say what's up.
My man Eddie's
Um,
going to get
yeah,
recognized.
I might see a couple of my MEP crew out there. I think TJ's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know about anyone else, but yeah. But
Lasha and Loft is not going.
okay.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Tay is a
hopefully.
maybe.
Who?
Tay
Tay? Oh, okay.
is a
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. I got to look at the group chat because I
All
think
right.
Tay's mentioned Mania or
Yeah.
something. But
But
yeah.
anyways, yeah, like if you guys do see me, just don't bother. You can say hi to me. I'll be more than happy to say hi to you. And yeah, I'm probably gonna vlog the entire week.
Ooh.
So I might have like some videos uploaded by Saturday, then Sunday, Monday, whatever. So y'all can tune into that. My YouTube's Wavy Eddie. So
Yep.
if y'all want to tune into that, so there we go. That's it.
And where they can follow you besides your YouTube channel, Eddie.
Y'all can follow my TikTok. It's the same thing. It's Wavy Eddie. And then y'all can follow my Instagram. It'll be the same. It'll be Wavy Eddie. That's my wrestling account. And then my personal account is L Wavy Eddie. So it's ELL Wavy Eddie. So yeah, that's about it, guys.
Right
Mm.
on. So go ahead and plug your social.
Well, you can follow me on TikTok. It's just my name and my last name, honestly, and you can follow me on my Instagram, which that I hope you can find. Like I said, normally don't really say my IG name like that,
Oh,
you know. And also you can support outside the brand. I'm also on there very once in a while if you support that on YouTube. So it's just me, Laugh, Phil, and Nate, and a couple of friends. We just talk wrestling. We just have fun.
All right, and y'all know me. You can follow me on Instagram at Sienna underscore Chanel underscore Blue Sky at Sienna Chanel at Blue Sky. Also threads at Sienna Chanel. YouTube, subscribe to this channel, obviously. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notification. Also follow me on Twitch as well. All of our social media information will be in the link down description bar below. And once again, like Eddie, Saul, thank you so much for having be part of like this yap session here at my show though. So we're definitely gonna bring you back if you're having a crash out or not. Eddie, have a great time. Stay safe out there in Vegas. Looking forward to everything what you and TJ are doing and all of that. And also, like, y'all, stay tuned for like more videos, more content. There is gonna be buttload of content going on. Like, oh my, I'm like trying to get everything together. Like, from Monday Night Raw, go home before Mania prediction, quick pitch, first stand and deliver, night 1 and 2 Mania. A lot of content, y'all, but hang tight. There'll be more. But with that being said, thank you so much for everyone for watching episode 4 of Yapping with SC and Friends. Thank you, Saul. Thank you, Eddie. I'm your girl, Sienna SC Chanel, your social media titan, and one of the media expertise and host and all that, and hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And also to anyone that is going to Las Vegas, have a wonderful time. Make sure to check out so many cool stuff, especially independent wrestling convention. Support independent wrestling to the wrestlers and wrestling talents with the booking. Best of luck. Y'all got this. Y'all gonna get into some fans. And to everybody that's going, stay safe out there at all times. All right. With that being said, take care and farewell,
wow.
y'all.
Oh, yeah.